Welcome and thank you for joining us. This is KCSE 2009 paper 1 number 7. The question we have reads: a school planned to buy X calculators for a total cost of 16,200 shillings. The supplier agreed to offer a discount of 60 shillings per calculator. The school was then able to get 3 extra calculators for the same amount of money. Write an expression in terms of X4. Roman 1, the original price of each calculator. Remember, we have a total of 16,200 to spend for X calculators. That means the price of each calculator is going to be 16,200. You divide by the number of calculators that the school plans to buy. We have further been told that the school was then able, the supplier agreed to offer a discount of 60 shillings per calculator. That means what is going to be spent will be 60 shillings less. Then the school was able to buy 3 extra calculators. We can say new number of calculators will be equal to X plus 3. Meaning now, if we have 3 extra calculators for the same amount, each calculator will now be able to cost 16,200. You divide by the new number of calculators, which is X plus 3. From there now we can be able to move to part B. Form an equation in X and hence determine the number of calculators the school bought. In this case now, what we are going to do, remember when we were buying the original calculators, we were spending 16,200 and each calculator would have costed 16,200 divided by X. After the discount of 60 shillings, each calculator is going to cost 60 bob less. Since we are supposed to buy the same amount of calculators, then this one is equal to 16,200. 16,200 to divide by X plus 3. Because it is only 16,200 that will be spent. In this case now we can say, if we collect the like terms together, we are going to say 16,200 divided by X. We move 16,200 over X plus 3 this side. We are going to have minus 16,200 divided by X plus 3. And this one is going to be equal to positive 60 if we move 60 to this other side. We can now move down and get the LCM. LCM of the denominators will be actually X into X plus 3. Our LCM is going to be X into X plus 3. After getting the LCM, now we can multiply across by the LCM. That is, we are going to have 16,200 divided by X. We multiply by the LCM, which is X into X plus 3. That is minus, we have 16,200 over X plus 3. Again here we multiply by X into X plus 3. This one is going to be equal to 60. We multiply by X into X plus 3. From here now we are good to go. X and X will cancel such that we have X plus 3 times 16,200. That is the same as 16,200 into X plus 3. Then 3X plus 3 and X plus 3 will cancel. We are going to have minus x into 16,200, and this one is going to be equivalent to 60 times x squared, you get 60x squared. Then 60 times x times 3, you get 180x. From here now we can be able to open these other brackets. 16,200 times x, you get 16,200x. Then 16,200 times 3, you get positive 48,600. Minus x times 16,200, you get minus 16,200x. And this one is going to be equal to 60x squared plus 180x. We can reorganize this. 16,200x minus 16,200x, this one will give you a 0. Meaning now if we move 48,600 to the other side, we are going to have 60x squared plus 80, that is plus 180x, plus 180x minus 48,600. If you divide all through by 60, we are going to have x squared plus 3x minus, that is 48,600. You divide by 60, you get negative 810. Once we have gotten our quadratic expression, we can now decide to use any applicable method to work out this question, but I prefer we use quadratic formula method. So if I can bring our equation here, we are going to have x squared plus 3x minus 810. We are going to solve for x, and x giving x using quadratic formula method is going to be equal to minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. We must get our a correct. A is the coefficient of x squared, which is 1. B is the coefficient of the linear term, which is x, and this is 3. And of course, now c becomes negative 810. We can now substitute. Minus b is going to be minus 3, plus or minus square root of b squared is going to be 3 squared, which is 9 minus. We have 4 times 1 times negative 810 divided by 2 times 1, which is 2. This one is going to give us minus 3 plus or minus square root of, we have 9 plus 4 times 1 times 810 will give you 3240 negative. But since it is minus minus, this one is going to be 3240 divided by 2a. This is the same as negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 3249 divided by 2. That means x is going to give us negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 3249 will be 57. Now we divide by 2. In this case, the first value of x is going to be negative 3 plus 57, which is 54, divided by 2, you get 27. Another value of x will be negative 3 minus 57, which is negative 60, divided by 2, you get negative 20. But remember, the number of calculators cannot be negative, and therefore we ignore this value here. And then, of course, take our x to be 27 positive. But according to the question, we are supposed to calculate the number of calculators that were bought, and the number of calculators that were bought will be equal to x, which is 27, Remember, we were able to buy 3 more calculators, and this one will give us 30 calculators. Remember to subscribe and also help us to share the link. Part C, we are supposed to calculate the discount offered to the school as a percentage. So we know percentage discount is usually given by the discount. You divide by the original price, multiply by 100%. This case, we know the discount is 60 shillings. Let us get the original price. Original price is going to be 16,200. You divide by the number of calculators that were to be bought originally, which is 27. And if you take 16,200, you divide by 27. This one is going to give us 600 shillings. In this case, now we can move down and say percentage discount is going to be equal to the discount of 60 shillings divided by the original price of 600. You multiply by 100%, and this is going to give us 10% as the answer to this particular question. Thank you for watching and welcome to our discussions. And in case you are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two. You click the subscribe button so that anytime we publish a video like this, you'll automatically be given a notification.